Legion Commander at some point is going to have a blink. I mean, this Crystal Maiden is just fodder.
Yeah, she generally will be, especially in the laning stage like this. Like, she's one of the worst base damage heroes, one of the worst base stat heroes. Limp on the mid lane does end up getting killed finally. It was just a roll in from JerAx there, a good slow and a dagger from Ana. He did get around behind, depending on the right hero, so it's going to be a tough game if things keep going weak.
Up top, there is going to be another rotation in by JerAx. We were talking about this phenomenal pick on the Earth Spirit, and that is not going to be an Omni Knight going home to see his family. Another kill here for the side of OG, looking really strong so far.
Yeah, it's so tough for him now. He's only got... Oh, I missed that kill. And a solo kill mid, that's actually super huge. Level 5 picked up now. The two supports do roam to the mid lane there. It's one of the downsides when you just smoke gank like that.
Oh, we got a double damage Quap. It's going to be X'd up by Hanskin, brought back into the torrent. Do they have the lockdown necessary? Well, they do.
Yeah.
That's going to be Limp getting some revenge, but having to split the XP a little bit thin on that one.
Yeah, it's okay.
They have to commit, you know, their supports to go to that mid lane, so Loda's been kind of left to his own devices here. He's not getting perfect farm out of lane. He's got 16 last hits there, and you look at the Legion already at 24, so S4 are going to be stacking up a little bit more ferociously than Loda for now.
And looks like JerAx wants to try to get the kill. He's level 4 here.
And a couple more swats, and that's going to be a quick kill for JerAx. He's going to go ahead and get X'd up, just Hanskin preventing any sort of reinitiation. But this is OG looking really good in this early game right now.
It was a great kill by JerAx there, but the coolest thing that they did was they used Fatal Bonds before they used overwhelming odds, so he took damage from the creeps that also got nuked.
Oh.
So not only does it do a ton of damage, but it did extra.
Limp getting so low right here. Dagger not going to tick him down. They bring in Jonas, and they're able to return it. That's Limp going in with the power shot, getting that much-needed kill on Quap. It looks like S4 just got a Linskin coming in. Maybe they can go in for something onto this Quap. But nope, just content to go back and keep on farming.
No-Tail pressure in the top lane with his stolen Wildkin here. Just does some really good AoE damage and some armor bonus as well to No-Tail.
Yep.
Should be, it's a decent way to push.
Down bottom, we are going to have a stun coming back in. That's going to be a really nice kill setup onto that Legion Commander. Keeping her slowed down. S4 has had a ton of time to solo farm in the bottom, so he definitely needs to get checked there. Good work on Alliance, rotating in what they need, but there's going to be the Quap coming in, unloading the ult, easy kill onto the Crystal Maiden, and now it's just Limp running away.
Yeah, this is a little scary. He's got a shackle here and a power. Okay,
hits the trees, and now they've got Jonas. Do they have the nuke damage that they need? Quap blinks back towards the wave. There's a little bit of chip damage coming in. JerAx, meanwhile, rolling away into this neutral camp. Ana getting pinged out by the rest of the Radiant. Can they go in? They've got the X. They're going to cast the torrent as well, and Limp should be able to finish this one off, and it's going to be split among the Radiant heroes, but a necessary kill for Alliance.
Yeah, Ana's just having a tough time reacting to the reactions, basically. Every time she jumps on somebody, she has to get the kill and get out, but he feels like he can almost get kills. He is often getting close, but every single rotation here from Alliance, either offlane or supports, have proved really effective, and it looks like Fly's in a lot of trouble now.
That's just a quirky position for this Warlock to be in the first place.
Yeah, you probably wanted to put a ward down. There was a fight. They probably expected Alliance to move somewhere else, so not too unexpected.
To be going straight in towards that Maelstrom, just wants more clear, wants a little more damage. Meanwhile, down bottom, we've got a scuffle. S4 is going to go ahead and get shackled as Limp is going to be able to TP in time. There is going to be a boat coming in onto the X. S4 dodging out a little bit of damage, but gets blown up by that Omni Purification.
Watching Kunkka this game, I just always think, why doesn't anybody play Kunkka anymore? He's still so good. X is just amazing at guaranteeing setups here.
That's the kind of drafting elimination mode can bring you.
Look at he's got 4 points in Fatal Bonds too. This could be so good for them.
Dropping down that Golem, it looks like this Omni is just going to completely get comboed down. He's got to Purify if he needs it, but he will still get focused. We've got the Queen of Pain getting very low, focused down by the tower shots. Warlock healing him up, and now Hanskin's going to get chased down, as well as Limp. They're moving backwards. There's a TP in from the Crystal Maiden, but what can she really do? She's got her ult. She's going to try to get it off, but will get silenced. Now EGM chased behind the tier 2 tower. Meanwhile, Kunkka dealing with the wrath of Queen of Pain. It's 2 heroes going down right now. Sven, the only survivor, walking out of his base. That was an unfortunate pick. Alliance feeling
just what Omni Knight, maybe Sven, but Sven's not really farmed enough to deal with that yet. And without something like a BKB, he's not going to feel comfortable fighting that.
Down bottom, Sven's going to be TPing in. Again, another nice Jackal. S4 completely punished, wanted to get the tower down. Oh, that's got to be tragic for him. One shot away from getting that tower. It does get denied.
That as well this game. They're going to try to go on Loda here, I think. This is kind of tough. They need more backup, yeah. And they've got S4.
Oh, Courier flopping in there. It's just going to be left in lane, and now Loda going back. Ana with the double damage room finishes off the courier. Crystal Maiden is ulting
great
from
ulti.
within the trees. This is a really nice ult. Ana gets low from the power shot. Able to wrap around JerAx as well, getting very, very low. Loda, even though he's in God Strength form, he's just looking for something. He's just ambling around and can't find anything. And he will be focused down. EGM, now one of the only Radiant heroes still here. Gonna get focused.
About the Earth Spirit disables, in my
Oh,
opinion.
JerAx rolling right in onto EGM. CM was trying to be so sneaky going in for another one of those ults from the trees, but she's going to be completely surrounded. The duel comes out as well, and that's going to be the first duel victory for S4.
Oh, there's a disruptor in this game. Interesting. I didn't know that. Huh. Got the cast range talent. I don't know who that was supposed to be. We'll see. Who's level 10?
Looks like our Sven just hit it.
Okay. Looks like Windranger got the mana regen. I'm disappointed, but that's okay. We might get a kill mid here. This would be a huge one.
Yeah, it's gonna be
close.
Boat dropped in. Ana gonna get focused down, so Hanskin picks up the gold for that one. Gonna be a nice 500 gold.
She was so close to the midpoint of the map, so they will see OG when they cross the river, which should limit things like dual damage going to the Legion Commander or ganks from the Huang.
TP's in, coming in. Limmp does not want to mess around, wants to go straight onto No Tail, lands a really nice shackle, but they've got to watch out. The Warlock has his golems in the area. EGM on the back lines. They're going to pop the Aegis immediately. Can this troll get out of here? A boat going to be dumped onto his freshly respawned corpse. Meanwhile, S4 threatening on a duel. The golems are going to be dropped. S4 is still thinking about the perfect initiation. Guardian Angel comes out on the back line. There is going to be the Warlock going down. JerAx rolling to safety. And the rest of OG bailing out. They do end up getting the X onto the Queen of...
She's got a free Midas, basically. Did go for the damage perk. A little interesting, but maybe could have gone for magic resistance. Hard to say, though. Hands getting under grab. No!
No Tail doing a lot of work against the tower. Baits out the Kunkka. The duel going to be slower than he'd like, but look at that damage coming in from the golems. That's going to secure another duel victory for our Legion Commander. And now all of...
And farming across the map, they should be a little bit safer and farm a little bit faster there. Because it's mostly just going to be Sven and Windranger getting farm on Alliance's side, since Omni's kind of like a supporty type offlane.
No Tail just picks up the Sanj for his Sanj, and Yasha has that completed, and he's going to go straight into BKB like we talked about earlier.
Yeah, it really paid off, actually, because they obviously lost a couple of those early fights, but finally getting a duel off here. S4 using Blade Mail, that's a really good way to get that done.
That was my bad, 100%. I was like, why is Troll ulting? And then, down bottom, we got a kill. S4, he's going to be chased down. Will get smacked apart. Crystal Maiden committing her ult for this, really wanting to make sure they've got the damage it takes to get that Legion Commander, and that's going to be Loda finally picking up his first kill of the game.
Even Troll, really rapid movement speed. So
we got Fight of the Neutral creeps coming in as the rest of OG are still smoked up. This Mud Golem going to be moving forward, and they go immediately for the duel on the Crystal Maiden. She never stood a chance. There is a Guardian Angel committed by the Omni Knight, but it's just not enough to save anyone here. The Golems drop down as the Guardian Angel ends. There's a Repel committed onto the Sven, but Loda's still taking a lot of damage. He's moving forward, wants to find a kill, and looks like Fly will get stunned up by the Mud Golem Boulder Toss. Oh, the Sven wants to stay alive so desperately, but just can't muster it, and Hanskin goes in, is able to cast the X. Is Glimmer caped up, but S4 still hot on his heels. Is he going to be able to catch this up? There's a shackle blink in from Limmp, trying to at least distract everyone, so maybe the Kunkka gets out alive, and so far it's going to be successful. Hanskin is still up in these trees.
It was a great initiation there by S4.
Alliance are so confined to their base right now. You see the initiation attempt coming in from Kunkka, but he's going to get focused down to half health, has to Glimmer cape away. The Roche is still alive. Ana's still working on it. EGM going to ult from this cliff. Very, very nice ult. They're able to find the kill on the Legion. Legion has buyback, and now we are going to have Alliance make their way into the pit. Maybe a little bit ambitious coming out of this Windrunner. Meanwhile, Loda is going to grab the Aegis. The Radiant kill the Roche. This is a huge play for Alliance. They're able to snipe down the Troll from outside the pit. This is game-changing here. Alliance, they're on it. They're on fire. They've got the momentum, and Limmp is going to keep chasing. Fly is going to go ahead, get X'd up, get Stormhammer, and they're going to be able to take out the Warlock as well. JerAx, the only one to get out of that fight. That was OG just tossing away really deep here into the Radiant Ancient Pit. Scouts out that it has just been farmed down. EGM's going to ping himself. Ana moves forward. JerAx wants to get the pick onto this easy little EGM and will be able to do so. EGM actually escapes with his life. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight happens over here behind this little cliff, and it is going to be Windrunner going down. Crystal Maiden Bry's back, and that's going to be a very dead Sven. Loda just can't escape the slow of Warlock, and this is OG just showing their power in this game when they rotate together, when they get those...
Bait with this, by them knowing that their opponents have a ward, they might actually approach it. They don't, though. So if they get the ward killed...
Centaur going in, getting the information, Sven. Stormhammer going to be disjointed. Limp actually blinks in, wants to start this fight, and it looks like Legion Commander will be focused down. Is going to be saved temporarily. Guardian Angel comes out from the Radiant side. The BKB showing off from No-Tail. He's just running from the fight. Meanwhile, Ana waiting in the trees till it's time to reinitiate. Loda trying to move forward onto Fly, but Fly's got the golems back up. The duel's going to be coming out from S4, trying to do some work, but S4 barely wins that duel. Gems are going to be on the ground. Jonas continuing to try to run from the fight. The rest of Alliance are just going to get easily focused down. EGM, though, almost dodges out No-Tail. Hanskin's Glimmer caped up. Lincoln's going to be popped all around. Troll tossing out more damage, and there's going to be almost a completely clean wipe coming out of OG. They're going to be able to take this last tier 2 tower, maybe even a full lane. Oh, Crystal Maiden going out. I mean, leaving her turf, I guess, trying to go for some counter wards, but that is a dangerous place to be.
Oh, great
Shackle's going to connect onto 2. This is actually a nice start for Alliance. They've actually managed to rotate everyone in there, and EGM is dancing. No one's paying attention to her. S4 thinking about maybe going forward for the blink, but just can't get that. Getting focused down. The rest of Alliance able to rotate very quickly to get on top of her. On the back lines comes in S4. He's got the BKB rockin', but he's now kiting 5 heroes. They've got Fly there, ready to drop golems if necessary, but they'd rather save him up, and now No-Tail comes in. There's the golems drop. They want to focus down Loda ASAP, because Sven is the key to ending this fight, but Fly, he's going to get 4 staff back, and is maybe going to be able to escape. No, Limp, with one more shot, gets the kill. Blink back.
What's
as now Alliance are going to get cornered. They're wrapped around. They're fighting in a choke point, and that is not advantageous at all. GG called out as it is a full wipe. OG, they come back from what looked like a yucky fight, making it a game-winning fight. Phenomenally played.
Yeah, every single time, as soon as that Sven is dead,